Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kick off to get this game underway. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take it.
Offense
Stopped at the 14. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he's going to go up top. He's got it down the left. He's off to the races. And he slipped through the crowd. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Trying to power it in. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the quarterback is snowed under. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Back to throw, it's Howard. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch on the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. He caught it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he got loose, it was all over. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Now on first down from the 30. To the ground, he's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Alabama pushing the tempo. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback will audible. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Using his legs to buy some time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Knocked off his feet. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 16, Alabama 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to get in the end zone again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
To the air, it's Howard. He's going to fire deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll put the tight end in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
To the air on first down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Now on second down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On second down, looking again to throw. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Ohio State, number 2, Hall's in the end zone.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Wide out in motion. They'll try to pound their way in. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Alabama, 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Tight end finds a soft spot. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. A run for the quarterback. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown tie. On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for space, it's Judkins. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State 22, Alabama 14.
And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And they got him for the sack. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, going to the air. That's caught. It's Bernard. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. Got his man! And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Takes a handoff. It's Judkins. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass, it's Howard. He's right on target. It's loose. Bounced right back to them.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
On the option. Now the pitch. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab, it's Smith. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why...
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Oh, look out. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He'll do it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all of the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what, I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Let's go.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Going to the run, it's Haynes. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Alabama! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big.
Gonna let it fly. He's got it on the left. Can anyone catch him? And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He'll call for the fair catch here. I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. He's gonna pass. Makes the catch. It's Bernard. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Makes his connection. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw, it's Milrow. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Offense will use a timeout, 19 seconds left in the game. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Time to take a shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
It's 1st down from the 11. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Power football with the run. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the offense gets the ball back as time expires, and that sort of sums up the end of this one. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a